I came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's God's. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I had it.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Shit. You go tight. Five wide. You got tight right there. Watch out.
Yep. They begin the drive with Charles. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Right. 19. Hey, home. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 54, Mike. 54. Hey, let go. Watch 54. Now watch run. Mike 54.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike 80. Mike 54. He's scared. Joker. All 52. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike alert. 3 bucks. Hey, wahoo. He's crossing. He's checking crap. Check nickel. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen going right side here, and that's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks 26-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Coming right, this is Charles. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Good. Here comes the me.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hey, get away. Check 99. Check 99. Check out right there. Good job right there. Good guys. 4 down. 4 down. Check 37.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
No. Good job right there.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Now Taylor. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26.
1st down, Seahawks.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, let's go. Switch.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Seahawks nothing.
Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Hey, Foxtrot. 54 Mike. Check. 54.
Throwing on second down. Allen, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 87 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, it's Taylor. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Watch the twist. Well, go 14. 49. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He's coming. We got double up. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check 24. All right, guys, listen. 19. Check 26.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Alert! 54, Mike, 54. Okay, double up. Right there. Hey, exit. 54 Mike. Watch the curl. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got one.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Mike 54. That's the pass.
A first down carry here for Charles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Hey, switch gears. 22 jet bomber. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Pick it up, guys. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
54 Mike. Stop your body. Check it out, read. Gun. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. They gonna need some therapy after this. Mike's 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Charles. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th.
Let's get off the field, D. Back. Alert! Mike's 54. Here we go. Mike's 5'4".
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Right there.
Hey, team 6.
Let's go one more. 54 is Mike.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's get it. Mike's 54. I got you.
Alert.
Rush in.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Take 4. Watch the safety creep. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Go!
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Move. 54, right there. 54, Mike. You don't know no better. 54 is Mike. 54. Half. 54, watch this.
Allen now on first down. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run. Charles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Forced out to his left. He'll run it, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
0-0. Run left. 49, guys. Mike, 49. It's our field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, this complete to Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
40. Mike's 49. 40. Gun. I'm on.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Mike 51. 51, Mike 51. 19. Check 52. Watch the ass. Rotate. Fair. Hey, it's done.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
52. Mike, 54. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Right there. Hey, Charlie. 54, Mike. Let's get the ball. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got him. Mike's 54.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking deep downfield. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
14, 14, run it. Mark that. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 25, check 25. Go, guys, 4 down. Check 43. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Sponge. I'll go special. Slam. Go, guys, 4 down.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Check. Kill. Check. There. Hey, alert 3. Go.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards that time. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Good job right there. Run it. Set a tone. Check 13.
Here's Wilson operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Wilson. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Check, 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 check. I got him, man. I got him. I got him. He's mine. He's mine. He's mine.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
319. Right there. 54 Mike. All day, dog. Bang, 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 bang. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Switch. Switch. Mike's 54.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter. Yeah, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
49, 49, guys.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. He's got Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Touch 50, touch 50.
On first down, Wilson. Dorsett's got it. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
14. 40. 12. Mike, 40. Hey. Here we go. Check 3. Hook. Look for signal. 14. Slam. Pick the edge. Come. Up. Wide. Get wide. Hatch it.
And that'll set them back 5. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game.
Center. Jam. Zebra. Check hot. Check 31. Friday.
Operating from the gun. Wilson, flush to his right. He'll find Metcalf. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They run with Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A good pickup there, 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Well, too quick. Good. Mike's 49.
Now Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing is Allen on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Tighten up. Further. Alert. Check. Fresno. Check 37. 12. I'll go special. Safety's creeping.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson operating from the gun. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
49's the mark. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 49. 49. Silver. Kill. Deuce. Showing it. 49. Check 49.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. On the move to his left. And able to find Dorsett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Buying time to his left. Finds his tight end Ingram. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On the run, it's Charles. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Stay with your man. Check it backer, check it backer. Pass 85, pass 85. 54 Mike.
It'll be Charles again. He has been the workhorse tonight. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check, 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 check. 1 left. I'm coming, guys. 4 down, 4 down.
Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bills, They remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those.